Going to go back to our top story now. The pain of what has happened in Toulouse has been felt right across France. Here in Paris, a memorial service has been held for the 4 victims of the attack, attended by the French President Nicolas Sarkozy and other political leaders who've suspended their election campaigns. Well, a vigil was also held on Paris's streets.
Walking through the streets of Paris to show solidarity with the victims' families.
When someone kills children for no reason at all, I think the country's hurt and humanity within each of us is insulted.
What happened in Toulouse this morning affects all of us. Why kill children? They had a whole life ahead of them. They were innocent.
The march was called for by rights groups, although the killer's motives are still unknown. Targeting a Jewish school suggested the crime was racially motivated. There is fear other minority groups may also be threatened.
We have to unite and demonstrate that French citizens reject this logic of hatred and that the values of our republic will triumph despite these attempts to destroy them through violent acts.
Earlier, President Nicolas Sarkozy attended a memorial service held at a synagogue in Paris. Other political figures, including the Prime Minister and Sarkozy's main rival in the presidential race, François Hollande, were also present. Both candidates have suspended their campaigns in the wake of the tragedy.
So, as we say, the campaign officially suspended, but with me here on set now, our international affairs correspondent Doug Herbert. I mean, it's kind of thrown the campaign into chaos, really, isn't it?
It's a bit, well, not just chaos, it's a bit of the non-campaign campaign. You don't have to really be a cynic to say that. Obviously a national tragedy. What we're hearing, the common line from all of the candidates right now who have, like you said, suspended their campaigns, everyone's speaking of national tragedy, which it obviously is. Words of condemnation, yet words of solidarity, words trying to speak in terms of the French Republic being stronger than the act of a lone lunatic, of a mass murderer, everyone being able to rise above this. Now, both of the main candidates, Sarkozy is going to be at a school in Paris this morning for that moment of silence that he decreed yesterday. It's going to be a minute of silence at 11 a.m. Paris time. We also have his main rival, socialist challenger, François Hollande. He will be going to a school as well, unspecified yet the location of that school. Nicolas Sarkozy will also be receiving, we're told, representatives of the Jewish and Muslim communities. The aim of that gathering, basically, to sit down and make it clear that France is with them, on their side, that they're, like I said, a moment of solidarity. Everyone is cautioning against not using this. Everyone very much aware of being seen as perhaps trying to exploit this for political purposes. All the candidates very much aware of this. There's only one, really, Eva Joly, who's a socialist green candidate, who's explicitly said that while this is a horrific, ignoble act, she warned against trying to exploit this, trying to find scapegoats. We don't know, the motivations of the culprit yet. And I'll just mention there was a former interior minister on one of the French television stations earlier, Daniel Vaillant, basically saying that there is no official state hypothesis yet as to what happened. We have to avoid the temptation to just talk about anything. We don't know. Let the investigation run its course.
Doug, thanks very much. Doug Herbert, our international affairs editor. Of course, we'll continue to follow that story during the day here on France 24. The latest news headlines coming up right after the break.